Hello, this is a trade site trade recap for the stock LULU on uh, Wednesday, the 13th of April, 2016. I wanted to walk you through a trade setup and a playout that we had on Wednesday. Real nice setup in the market. Market direction was green at the time. Futures were hitting near the highs of the day, so we're looking for long ideas in the market. And if you look at this pattern in LULU, this is a 5-minute chart going back a couple of days. You can see the nice basing formation that's occurring. The high of yesterday was 62.48. The high this morning was 62.47. So we've established that point as resistance. We're now forming sort of higher lows as we each little pullback there has been a little higher. Sort of a triangle wedge also forming. So a lot of chart formation stuff that you like to look for, setting up for a move higher with market support. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw on a couple of other variables that we like to look at here and show you how this trade actually played out. So this is in what we call bar replay mode. This is partway through the day. You can see we're still got room left in the trading day, and I can use bar replay mode to move forward and sort of walk you through as the trade progressed and show you how some of our tools helped us make good decisions. So here's a first look as we start to head up on LULU. You can see the volume at the bottom of the screen starts to pick up. And then now we're approaching that same high of the day level from the last 2 days. So we're getting near the breakout. This is the buy point. Of course, you want to be buying, breaking through resistance. There's no success in trading if you're not breaking through resistance or breaking down through support. So the long side trades should be breaking through resistance. And then here's the trigger. So now at this point, we're in the trade as it broke through 62.48. Now I want to expand the chart a little bit this way so you can see we have something called the upper pressure threshold that we use, and it's 63.24 on this stock. So we've got a lot of room to the upside, about 75 cents of room from the trigger to the upside. We also use a bar counting technique, and many of you have seen these before. It's a 1 through 9 green count and then a 1 through 13 pink count. When you get to the 13, that's your ultimate sell signal. And when the market sets up this type of energy, what you really want to let it do is try to play out as much of that signal as possible. So here's a look at it. We get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here's going to be a flash. Now this is where the 9 has completed. And because of that, it goes back and overlays the pink on top of it as much as those have met the criteria so far. Okay, and you see we curl back up. We also bounce right off of that blue line, which was the 10 EMA. So at this point, there's nothing wrong on the chart. You could have sold a piece of the trade. It's already gone 50 cents to get yourself a cushion anywhere in there. It's doing well. But now it's about getting the ultimate exit on the trade. And so now what we see is we've got that pressure threshold coming up. And can that really come into play this late in the day? And I'm going to slide this a bit so you can see it a little bit better. So we're moving up, we're moving up. We're now 9 bars up. Now look how we hit that pressure threshold, 2 candles in a row. We can't get through. Technically speaking, in projection mode, that's 11 candles now. Okay, so it's the 11th candle just formed. We're right against that key resistance point. If we can get through still, great. And here we try to get through, still can't, and it's the same high. And by the way, that puts us, if I go into projection mode, onto candle, we still don't have candle 12. This is candle 12 in projection mode. And so from there, what happens next? Well, you're running out of time for the day, of course, but you're bumping right up against that area, okay? And instead of just taking it, remember, let the market play out. Let yourself get the exhaustion signal, right? And so there's bar candle 12. And go forward one more. A little pullback candle, that's fine. Next one curls up, and what that does, boom, that gives us the 13. That's your ultimate sell signal right there in the market, okay? And especially it's getting late in the day, you're running out of time anyways, but you give yourself that extra room. So you had all the room up to the pressure threshold. There was resistance there. You still managed to get through because the count was building, right? And then as I let the rest of the day play out, what happened in the last few candles, it head straight back down a bit. Okay, so that gives you the ultimate high of the day, helps keep you in the trade longer while being aware of the pressure threshold, gives us a real nice gain on the day on Wednesday. So use of both the upper pressure threshold tool and the Comer count tool. Very, very productive day at TradeSite.